When I face a problem over and over again and it started being frustrating, I like to find a solution for it. And this is what I did with this app right here. So this is a JSON tool. And I know nobody asked for a JSON editor, but I built one anyway. Because what was frustrating me was working with JSON and having to go through JSON and especially long JSON files and always having to look for the right key and then you'll edit that key and you don't remember where you were. And then I don't know, I just felt that even inside an IDE that can kind of be annoying. So I started exploring just as a side project, as an experiment, and I was wondering how can we build the best possible JSON editor that there is. And this is what happened. And I built this tool, I call it Magical JSON Editor, because I truly believe this might as well be the best one you'll ever see. All right, let me walk you through it. When you open Magical JSON, you see the regular JSON things that you used to see right here. And if you switch to the tree view, then you can see all of the JSON keys simply listed in a very easy to consume way. So you have the different key like features, you have Boolean value, and if you click on it, it'll detect that it's a Boolean, so you can just update it like a Boolean. And then once you select a line on the tree view and head back to the, oh, by the way, let me show you this one quickly. If you go down one of those lines, you have this little breadcrumb here that can show you how deep you are inside of that JSON hierarchy. And you can just click on it to head back to the top. And then if you switch to code mode, if you notice, we were selecting the features part right here. And if we go over here, it's selected the exact same key in this code view that we have. So the other cool thing that this thing has is that it actually has a history. So if you like editing something, let's say I'm editing this one right here, I can actually, submit that and I can go back to this previous state. You can add a key if you want from here. And you also have a search. You have search to match cases, to match the whole word. So I can search for description, or let's say just descript. Then I can match the entire case. So if I were to do descript, it won't find it because there's nothing that matches it. But if I were doing lowercase, then you'll find it. You can also match the whole word. So if I were to search descript, it won't find it. But if I do description, then you'll find it. Let's see. Yeah, perfect. And then you can do regex if you wanted to find stuff using, like typical, the typical way you will use regex and so on. Yeah, so, and then you can navigate through the different things that you find with these two arrows right here. And now I'm going to show you one really cool feature because this is what you're seeing right here. This is where you can load a remote JSON and edit that JSON. So if I were to like paste that, this is a GitHub organization. I can consume the entire JSON right here, or I can just look at it in the other view that we just had and edit it. It just like makes your life so much easier when you're navigating like this. So I paste this and then I can switch between codes and I can switch back to the tree view and super easy to use. So I can like even edit the code right here. So I can edit that. Let's say if we were to edit this value right here, you see that it detected that we modified the JSON and we can compare the changes. So we can actually compare. There's a div view to compare what changed specifically in that JSON file. So it's super easy to navigate. And then you can head back here. And then if you didn't like it, you can hit modify and go back, or you can just like remove all the changes and head back so we can go back. Or I can just be like, you know what? I don't want to edit this file anymore. Let's close it. And voila. And the other cool thing, if I were to load this thing, I can just, once I've done editing this file, I can just download it as JSON. I can also upload my own JSON if I wanted to, if you didn't want to use this one, but upload the JSON that you want to play with. And I can switch between the different modes. And I don't know if you've noticed, but at the bottom corner right here, we actually have a mini map that shows us exactly where we are in this JSON file, which is really cool. So you can actually see if I keep expanding these like that, and I should probably add like an expand all feature. So this way you can see it. You can actually see exactly where you are on the map. So you're not lost right here. So yeah, so this is how it works. This is Magical JSON. So I built it for myself. I don't know if anyone else will need that, but if you do, let me know in the comments. Super excited to have released this one. And yeah, hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching.